The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's coming up in my team for 2K21.
When you see the light, folks, don't forget
Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue Bridge and the Mississippi River here in Minneapolis. A gorgeous scene. Welcome, everyone. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Wednesday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Friday, they'll host the Miami Heat.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is the chance to create some separation.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Robertson in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, we've got Johnson. Beasley is out there with Che. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. We've got great athletes tonight, Brent. Much of this game we think will be above the rim.
This is going to be fantastic. I hope we get out into some fast breaks where these guys have an opportunity to get their feet together, rise up, and get the fan. Not only them getting up, Kevin, but the fans getting up out of their seats.
You and I will be getting up, though. We'll be standing up.
You for sure will be up.
And Paul launches it from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Here's Okogie. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's Paul. And the shot goes in.
Now you're pretty confident that Chris Paul is going to make the right decision with the basketball.
Okogie, the pass to Che. Beasley dishes to Che. Again, Che missing. Looking at the last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Rockets in Houston. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, when Danilo Gallinari came into the NBA, Brent, he was just a catch-and-shoot type player. But he's so much more than that now.
Well, I think with the way the league has changed with the three-point shot and Gallinari's ability to do that, he's gotten a lot smarter about picking his spots when the pump fake can drive in and draw some contact. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Billy Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. He said that Karl Anthony Towns is arguably the most gifted offensive center in the league today. Kevin, you better believe their defense is keyed in slowing him down.
Thank you, David.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover for opposing guards, especially at his size.
Releases. Shea with the bucket.
And one of the things you love about this team, just seeing the bench go wild when Shea makes an incredible play, something that is quite common when he's on the floor.
I think, Greg, easy to see that Shea is a beloved member of this team, and the way his teammates cheer for him, the reactions from the bench are priceless. And it's Gallinari missing. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. On target three-pointer there from Shea.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Paul. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. The Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field. The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. That's no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game. A moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Shea, and it's Spellman in at the center, locking down the middle. Pulls up. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead has cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Shea.
Really hard to stop there. A good pull-up, Jay. A guy coming at you full speed. Shea has worked on that one.
To the right side. Ferguson for 3. Here's Gallinari. And the layup's good off the glass.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Here's Reed. It's hauled in by Adams.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. They are just killing them on the interior.
Timberwolves trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Spellman the pass to Shea. The Timberwolves working the ball around. On the wing, Shea. The shot. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. And it's 6 points for Shea. The Thunder leading by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Ferguson. He kicks to Robertson. He dishes it to Adams. Spellman with the rebound.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. They hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Rockets delivered quite a performance. He added 33 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. That kind of performance has to add to his confidence. Kevin, we'll see if he can find different ways to dominate again.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, he was sensational the other night, making play after play after play.
And that's what you want. Not only was the effort there, but how about the production as well?
Well, he can do a lot of different things, so he falls into these different roles. Which will it be tonight?
To the paint, deflects the pass. The dish to Towns, pass to Beasley. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the half.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. With the floater, Towns with the defensive effort. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
You can tell he knows the game. Shea with great feel finds the open man.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Shea's there. It's Beasley on the wing. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Gallinari against Johnson. And Gallinari kicks to Adams. To the inside. Minnesota with the rebound.
You told me this was the kind of game he was going to have. I would not have expected them to be in front right now. This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Robertson can't hit. Here's Towns. Good. And it's Shea picking up the assist. Shea's got 3 assists now in this one. So here's Gallinari from deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter. Second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
Yeah, it's been a grinding performance from him up to this point. His work on the boards in that first half was terrific.
Taking a look at the Thunder, Robertson and Gallinari at the small and power forward position. Ball out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Adams in at the 5. Player development, not just a coach's job, Brent, something you're active in right now. And you know, there are some players who are playing careers who are terrific mentors and teachers on teams.
There's no doubt about it that there are guys. I think about first what Vince Carter has provided to the teams he's been around in the past couple seasons. Zach Randolph, to some degree, was doing that as he moved from Memphis to Sacramento. But there are guys who are still players and that are on the floor contributing and doing big things, like Chris Paul and Mike Conley, that are such huge attributes to an organization when they start to introduce the changeover in their roster or the next phase of their team. You've got to give a lot of kudos and appreciate the fact that players who've been that great for that long accept and willingly accept, Kevin, the role of teaching young guys and paying it forward.
Players that have been like Calderon and Haslam, who have not been stars, but have been important parts of their organization.
Also, tremendous examples of what it means to be a professional day in and day out. If your responsibilities aren't as great as the top 4 or 5 players, there's still things you can do to make your team better on a daily basis. Those are 2 great names, Kevin.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Layman's checked in. And the Thunder making a change here. Both good from the line that time.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Beasley outside. Back to Shea with the shot. Kept alive, Minnesota. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And James Johnson is tough. I mean, he just plays tough. It's impressive.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Or by Shea. Got that bucket in no time at all. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
.102 left in the third quarter. Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Dort. He has 5. They double him with Shea. 6 to shoot. Here's Muscala. And that one drops for him. Muscala's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. There's 25 seconds left in the 3rd. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Shea passes to Reed. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Shea and it's Spellman in a power forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
At the line for 2.
And Towns drops them both. Thunder trailing by 6. Up top, Robertson. Hernan Gomez covering. And here's Robertson. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Fades away. And Adams gets it to go down on the assist from Robertson.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Shea passes to Spellman. Back to Shea. Here's Okogie. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shea's shot is off.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Up top, Robertson. To the middle. Here's Adams. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. That one is on Towns.
Now the power of Steven Adams, able to finish through contact, plus he's rewarded with a trip now to the free throw line.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Johnson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Beasley and Hernan Gomez. All checked in for Oklahoma City.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Okogie misses. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Here's Robertson. Tries yet again. Bucket is good. Robertson's got his 1st basket of the night.
Talk about the length of Robertson, and that time he uses it to great effect on the board.
Ball outside. Adams outside. Kicks it to Gallinari to take the lead. They get the rebound. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
Adams just continuing to grind it out, outstanding staying after that possession, and then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Shea passes to Johnson. Shoots. And he he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 8 points for Che.
You got to want the ball. Che wanted it and cashed in.
Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. That one goes. Count it.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
Minnesota calls timeout. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Steven Adams.
And it's been another dominant night on the glass for him. Some of his other numbers might change from game to game, but you know he's going to give you double-digit rebounds. It's impossible to keep him off the glass. His energy level is that good.
Drills it from outside. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Shooting is all about repetition. Che's been putting in major work.
There's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the foul called on Che. That is his first foul of the game. Towns, he's checked in for Amari Spellman. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
I just love how Chris Paul steps up and nails crucial baskets. A huge momentum-changing shot there.
Pass to Okogie. Adams against Towns. On the wing, Che. On the wing, Che. Takes a 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. It's Robertson, top of the key. Back to Paul. Here's Adams. Money!
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it.
Minesota로.
Gallinari with the steal. Good!
Incredible shot by Gallo there. He lives for these moments.
41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The quick look, no good that time. And they go to the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Well, there's no doubt he's known for defense and rebounding, but you have to admire the work Robertson has put in improving his shooting stroke.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Beasley dishes to Che. No good again that time.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Such a long and versatile guard that possesses a very intriguing and exciting skill set. Gilgeous-Alexander, lots of room to grow.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're behind by 7. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Trying to keep...
And he commits the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Now here's Che. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances. Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Barry. along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Hey, Che, remember the winners of...
Let's do it.
Great, I'll introduce you.
Che, you got a second?
Yeah, what's up?
You did a lot of distributing tonight.
I mean, I don't know if I did anything special. I just kept the ball moving.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Welcome to the special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Kings. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when I look at the Timberwolves, they just can't seem to find the mojo they need to move up the rankings. They've tinkered with their lineup, but so far they just keep getting the same results.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. And for Minnesota, they've got Layman. Johnson is out there with Towns. Then it's Shea. And it's Beasley in at the 2. Clark, when you have two teams that are this athletic, what type of game you think you're going to see?
Well, you know what? Sometimes it can lead to guys trying to do too much, but when it's at its best with this kind of athleticism on display, I think you're going to see a high-octane, fun game.
Good on the three-point shot.
Stretching out the defense, spacing them out, establishing the threat from deep. Those concepts are right in Che's wheelhouse.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Turner with it. Now guarded by Che. For 3, Brogdon. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Pass to Warren. Fires the 3. That one, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Good.
Man, that's an area that you like to see in Towns, aggressiveness, making a concerted effort to stay in attack mode.
And here is Brogdon. 17 points in his last outing. Sabonis kicks to Oladipo. Shoots from 14. Count it. Oladipo's got his second bucket.
Oladipo getting it going right now. I love seeing it. Devastating from this area on the court.
Shea passes to Layman. Shea dishes to Towns. Puts it up. Jump shot from the wing. On the mark from Shea. Shea's got 5. The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Brogdon finds Sabonis. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Turner. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
No good from Beasley. Looking at the last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to Oklahoma City.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Towns kicks to Shea. On the wing, Shea. Off target from the wing. Pacers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Warren the pass to Oladipo. Pass to Sabonis. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Towns.
And he's got it going at the foul line these days. His free throw percentage looks a lot different in the last 10 games than it did earlier in the season. He's tinkered with a few things and really improved his form.
Nice D from Warren.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Inside, Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
Beasley outside. Back to Shea. Here's the 3. Sabonis grabs the board.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent.
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
Bounce, the creativity, the strength. When Oladipo rises up, he's looking to punch it down as hard as he can.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
Shoots. Shea's shot is off.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And you think about the 2 best talents in Wolves history, KG obviously, and probably Big Cat.
I would not disagree. I mean, KG is a Hall of Famer. The Cat, Karl Anthony Towns, has been terrific early in his career. The rebounding and scoring, the versatility at that size between those 2 guys. Boy, it could have possibly been like the Admiral and Tim Duncan. Well, maybe not quite that good, but really good.
Here's Johnson. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Indiana leading by 5. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Nate McMillan.
Well, Kevin, he said for them to prevail, they've got to be stout in the post and close off those driving lanes. If they fail to do those 2 things, it could be a very long night. And to be honest, it didn't sound like he thought they could.
Thank you, David.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Towns gets it to go.
Boy, he can really punish you inside. I mean, Towns has the size and the move, which make him hard to handle in and around the paint.
Brogdon kicks to Turner. Outside Warren. Back to Turner. Pass to Warren. Clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Timberwolves trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shea, right side. Good, and the assist goes to Town. That's 7 points for Shea.
And that pass is right in Che's shooting pocket. He's not going to waste any time rising up for the J.
Oladipo, the pass to Brogdon, and it goes down 2 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Oladipo outside. 6 on the shot clock. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And a wide open look for Shea. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Shea's got 10.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Now here's Brogdon. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Warren the pass to Sabonis. Johnson with the block. And here we go. Shea heading to the hoop. It's good. 12 points for him.
I'll tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Mark, we have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have... And Minnesota has possession, trailing by 2. Reed the pass to Shea. Misses off the right iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got Leaf, also Sabonis out there, Malcolm Brogdon out there with Doug McDermott, and it's Holiday in at the shooting guard.
How about Brogdon with the floating jumper? You know when he's pulling that one out, he's feeling really good.
Goes back up. Nice D from Sabonis.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here's McDermott. Not a lot of room. Just 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And here's Brogdon from the arc. They grab their own miss. Here's Sabonis. Leave kicks to McDermott. Drains the three-pointer. McDermott's got 5.
The main weapon in McDermott's arsenal, so good at cashing in from behind the arc.
And there's the pass to Reed. Lets it fly. Kept alive, Minnesota. Passes to Hernan Gomez. Down low. Kicks it out to Shea. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Shea, right side. Here's Evans. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
There's the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Evans leading the charge.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
you know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Johnson, he's checked in for Amari Spellman. And Jake Lehman subbed in for Juan Hernangomez. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Jay.
Boy, Jay's quick feet and hands on defense allow them to get out on the break, gets them an easy bucket.
Outside Warren. Back to Brogdon. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. 6 points for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Back to Johnson. Stolen by Holiday. To the middle. And Warren the bucket on the assist by Holiday. And now a 6-point Pacer lead.
Yeah, good looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Fires it up. And it's Jay missing.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Layman pass to Jay. Timberwolves passing it around. To halt the run. The Pacers pull it in.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really